Hi everyone, it's Simone Buna here from the Barefoot Medicine Clinic. Have you ever heard of the therapist's paradox? It's that vicious cycle we find ourselves in as natural healthcare professionals when we're self-employed. We help as many people as we can in our clinics, but the more people we help, the less time we have for self-care. It's ironic, isn't it? The more we help others, the less we can help ourselves. So flip that around and say we needed to take time off for self-care, walk the talk, show that we do practice what we preach and we're a good advert for demonstrating the benefits of everything that we tell our clients to do. The problem with that is that it takes time to go for a walk, to go to the gym, to cook healthy food. So the more time we spend doing what we say is good for us, the less time we have in clinic, which means we earn less money. And if we earn less money, then we worry about how to pay our bills. So we have a choice. We can either look after our health or we can look after our wealth. And the problem with that, of course, is that if we're looking after our physical health, we're likely to become ill from the stress of cash flow worries. So that's the therapist's paradox. 27 years in clinical practice has taught me vital lessons through a lot of hard knocks, frankly, whether it was the financial crisis of 2008, the personal upheaval of divorce and of being a single mum for 7 years, moving house and setting up clinic and a new clinic in each town that I moved to. And then more recently, of course, we've had the pandemic when a lot of us were closed down, weren't we? So with hindsight, I can see just how massively different things would have been had I known the things that I'm going to share with you today. I would have been able to support my patients in between visits to clinic, whilst having an income that stayed with me even when I moved house or changed location, opened a new clinic somewhere else. Or when I was doing school runs, which of course shortened my working day. All of this would have helped me and I would have had much more financial stability because I wouldn't have had to build a business that relied on me swapping my time for money. And by that, I mean that I've traditionally been paid when I was face to face with my clients, but no clients meant no income. And as a single mum, that was a massive challenge, especially during the summer holidays, which in the UK is 6 or 7 weeks long. Of course, it also meant that if I went on holiday, not only did I have to pay for the holiday, but I had to factor in how much money I would be losing by not being in clinic. It was just never going to be a sustainable business plan because an empty cup can quench no one's thirst. So for those of you who think you became a healthcare professional because you want to help others and you feel guilty for charging for your services, or maybe you worry about people who can't afford you, so you give them discounts and things. Let me tell you that unless you change this mindset, you will burn out. That when that happens, not only can you not support your clients, but you will need someone to take care of you. I was a single mum and I had no support group nearby, and so being ill or burning out was simply not an option. So if you want to learn a bit more about the way to get out of the therapist's paradox, watch this video to the end and you'll have an idea of some clear options ahead of you. But first, the obvious question is, who am I to be offering this advice? So here's a bit about my background. My name is Simone Buna and I'm director of Barefoot Medicine Limited, which I set up in 2007. I'm a senior associate of the Royal Society of Medicine. I'm a member of the Institute for Functional Medicine and the National Association of Environmental Medicine, as well as the Royal Society for Public Health. I've got a 4-year Bachelor of Science in acupuncture, postgraduate diplomas, a couple of different ones in Chinese herbal medicine. And then other than that, I've got various diplomas in nutritional therapy, Chinese dietary therapy, mindfulness-based stress relief, as well as body therapies like massage, so Swedish massage, Indian head massage, Thai yoga, that type of thing. So now let's look at the therapist's paradox in a bit more detail. The thing is, I really understand some of the challenges that you're facing in your business. I know that many of you are self-employed and you're trading your time directly for money. You're juggling client appointments, often around childcare duties, perhaps even homeschooling. You're passionate about helping others, but the current economic climate and the lack of sick pay or holiday pay and the constant worry of your business being impacted by external factors that you have no control over, like a pandemic, can really leave you feeling trapped in a feast or famine cycle. If you want flexibility, but you're worried about cash flow, you're brilliant at your craft, but perhaps like many of us, you weren't taught effective business and marketing skills in your training, then you're likely experiencing the frustration of your income decrease as clients pull back from regular visits because of the economic downturn. And you're probably tired of the isolation that comes with being a solo practitioner. So let's look at the structure of your business and how you're currently earning money. A lot of people tend to rely on referrals or word of mouth. And this is definitely the best way to get new clients who already feel that they have a degree of trust towards you even before you've met them. But the problem with this is that you're not in control of that relationship or of that referral. So you can't control the number of referrals you get, no matter how good you are at what you do. So for example, I used to focus very heavily on fertility treatments, but the majority of clients didn't want anyone to know that they were seeking help for fertility issues. I've also spent many years working with military veterans treating PTSD. But no matter how much things have improved in the area of mental health awareness, as individuals, many people still feel that there's stigma around seeking help for mental health issues. So in both of these scenarios, the clients are much less likely to make referrals than somebody who comes in, say, for backache or joint problems, because there isn't the same stigma around that. Just to let you also know, I've treated a lot of GPs, anaesthetists and nurses over the years, but because they're involved in conventional medicine and they're registered with their respective bodies, they were afraid to speak out about the fact that they were using natural medicine, and in my case, traditional Chinese medicine, for fear of being ridiculed. And although things are starting to change from when I was in practice, it is changing slowly. And in fact, one GP expressly told me she would not give me a reference because she didn't want to be quizzed or discredited by the General Medical Council, and she didn't want to risk her status with them. So getting clients by word of mouth isn't within your control, no matter how good you are. So a lot of people also choose advertising or boosts on their social media posts. I don't know about you, but when I tried this, I found that my organic reach decreased massively once the advertising was over. The algorithm seems to recognize that when people are willing to pay for advertising, they will definitely do it once they see their reach decreasing, because it seems to be worthwhile to invest, right? And so the problem with advertising is that once the advert is over, you're back to square one, or perhaps further back than you were with no organic reach. So I had to find a better way than this. And I definitely stopped paid advertising many, many years ago for that reason. So other people use social media posts, and that obviously works, doesn't it? But my goodness, social media is a hungry animal. The problem here goes back to the therapist's paradox. Creating social media posts can be extremely time consuming, and you're not being paid for that time. I used to find that I could do lots of work on social media that would drum up lots of clients. But then while I was treating them, I did less social media outreach. So within a couple of months, I found my clients have got better, so they're not coming as frequently. And I had no one in the pipeline because I hadn't been feeding the social media animal. So yeah, I had to go back to social media again, which meant that the algorithm thought that I wasn't being consistent, and therefore it didn't look favorably on me working on it in fits and starts. So again, I needed a better way. And actually, I found a better way. So what would you say if, your time is time that's invested in doing all this work rather than time spent that's gone, that you can't get it back and you weren't paid for? So the way to do this, of course, is to leverage your expertise and to expand your reach beyond your clinic walls. You need to build a resilient, flexible income stream that truly supports your health and your wealth. And that's precisely why I'm so excited to introduce you to a comprehensive approach to increasing your income and improving your financial stability so you don't have this feast or famine. And at the same time, we can support your clients in between their visits and grow your business without increasing the hours that you work. And that, my friends, is called the Vital Blueprint. So the Vital Blueprint is something that I've developed. It's got 3 components to this overall strategy. The first one is attraction marketing to find your ideal clients. The second one is a business in the box that's ready to integrate into your existing clinic or clinical practice. And the third one is an online community of therapists and healthcare professionals called the Barefoot Biohackers. The idea there in this community is that we lead by example while we teach or we show our clients or potential clients what we're doing using lifestyle medicine so that we can stay fit and healthy as healthcare professionals. So let's start with the business in a box. I have a question for you. Do you think that your clients would have better health outcomes if they were to eat more fruit and vegetables every day? It's not a trick question. Over the years, I've found that most, if not all, of my clients would reach a plateau in their health until and unless they addressed their nutritional intake. Even those who seem to eat a healthy diet showed nutritional deficiencies when I run gut function or metabolic tests on them. They might eat well, for example, but not have enough digestive enzymes to break down that food. So the reality is that unfortunately, the amount of shopping and cooking required to eat a healthy diet and to prepare healthy snacks to take to work or to go to the gym is massively time consuming. And most people could do with a bit of help to bridge that gap between what they know they should eat and what they actually do eat. And this is where the products from Juice Plus come into play. It's a franchise that's been operating for over 35 years in Europe. And as a company, they were established in the US well over 50 years ago. It's extremely well established and well respected. And I've had the franchise with them for 11 years now. But it did take me a long time to introduce it into my clinic. I was afraid of my clients not being able to afford the products. I was afraid of them thinking I was trying to sell them snake oil. The challenge I faced was that I had read through all the research and I had taken the capsules and the products for myself and my children, but I was worried about damaging my business reputation. So for several years, I was only a Juice Plus customer. I took out the franchise simply to earn commission on my own sales, not to grow a business from it. Then, one cold, dark, rainy November day, much like today actually, one of my regulars came in and she was full of cold and she settled down onto the treatment couch and she just felt miserable. And she looked me full in the face and she said, "Why is it that you are surrounded by people who've got bugs and illnesses and yet you never seem to catch anything?" And I said, "I eat well, I sleep well, and I take Juice Plus." And she said, "Well, what is that? I've never heard of this Juice Plus." And I said, it's just fruit, vegetables and berries that have been dehydrated and encapsulated. So I know that I'm going to get 30 varieties of fruit, vegetables and berries every day. I was mortified because she was furious. She got really angry with me because she said, "You mean to tell me I have been paying you and coming to see you every week and you don't share with me the very thing that you do for your health and your family?" That was such a wake-up call. It really was. And I sort of mumbled some excuse and said, well, I thought it was expensive and I didn't want to sell to you and be too salesy. And unfortunately, that made her even more angry because she said, that should be my choice, not yours. You took the option away from me by not even suggesting it in the first place. What a wake-up call that was. So it would take you too long to tell you all my clinical anecdotes about clients that I've helped with Juice Plus, but I'll put the videos in the Barefoot Biohackers community so you can see some of the individual stories for yourself. Suffice it to say that that conversation made a very big difference both to my client's health and to my monthly income, because that month alone, or rather on the 10th of the next month, I took home £450 in commissions that I'd just left lying on the table for years before by not mentioning it. So what is the Juice Plus franchise? Well, basically, it offers you a ready-made solution for just £35 it costs for the franchise in the UK, $50 in the USA, and €50 across Europe. And from there, you can earn 10% commission on any of their products, which is basically encapsulated fruit, vegetables, and berries. They have a healthy energy drink. They also have some things that aid with weight loss. All you need to do is share the link to your online shop, and the company takes care of everything else. They do the shipping, the invoicing, the packaging, they take care of the returns, and they also make sure that you get paid on the 10th of the next month, even without you having to submit any invoices. So it couldn't be simpler. You have a back office environment where you can check the status of any orders or recurring income that you're earning. And you can also see what commission is owing to you and what's been paid out. Now, I said that you can earn 10%. That's only in the very beginning, but you can very quickly increase the percentage of commission you get as you increase the number of clients that you have. But with the Vital Blueprint, which is my next point I'm coming on to, you will see how you've got a very good chance of recouping the cost of the franchise, as well as reaching your first bonus and an increased commission after your first month. So with this franchise, you can simply be a reseller if you want to, just sell the products and take your commission. But, and I will come on to the blueprint in more detail, but what this approach allows you to do is that each month we run a 10-day cleanse and detox program where you as a practitioner would do the program yourself and you promote it on all of your social media channels by telling people that you're doing a 10-day cleanse and detox to look after your own health. And you will inspire your clients by leading by example. And then they would want to join in with you. So they purchase the same product as you're taking, and then they join in as well. And then if they know other people who would like to do that, then of course you can teach them to share that same process with other people. And so the more you support and encourage others, the more you get paid. And this is where your residual income comes from that can support you as a healthcare professional. So you can build out a regular monthly income stream that will automatically be paid into your bank account on the 10th of every month. Now, having explained all of that, I do feel the need to address the elephant in the room. And I know that it's there because this is exactly what held me back for years. And I don't often share this information. But anyway, here goes. It's the idea of network marketing. As I said, it did get, about 10 years ago, it got a very bad reputation. And yes, Juice Plus is a network marketing company, but as a company, it never did go down that route of some of the others that have now been disbanded. But I knew that with network marketing, there was no way in hell I was going to do all the traditional things that people associate with network marketing. Make a list of 100 people and cold call them and stalk them and piss your friends and family off. And just no, that wasn't going to happen. Plus, that's actually sales. It's not marketing. Sales is when you contact somebody and you try and persuade that they need something. You persuade them that they need it and actually they don't. Marketing, on the other hand, is about understanding your customers' needs and finding a solution that benefits them. In the case of my clinic, for example, I knew that my clients would have better outcomes if they had more fruit and vegetables. So I shared the independent research that related specifically to their health concern about the Juice Plus products as well. And then I just say to them that this is what I use to stay healthy. As a self-employed person, I cannot afford to get ill. As a single mum, I do not have time to get ill. And so if you like the look of this and it makes sense to you, here's a link where you can go and buy it. And then that's it. The rest is up to them. All I can do is give them my best advice, as my client pointed out to me. And it's just like when we tell them to do certain exercises or follow recipes or watch something on YouTube. We make our recommendations based on evidence-based medicine. That's the research behind Juice Plus, which in fact I've got here. This is a big folder full of Juice Plus research about many different health concerns. So I show them that, and then the rest is up to them. So that covers the marketing bit of it. Now the network side of it. Oh my goodness. About 10 years ago, that was just awful. There were so many scams around, these get rich quick stories. But what's interesting about those stories is that looking at it purely as a business model, the structure is most definitely much more fair than the regular employment model. For example, I worked in the corporate world in the 1990s before becoming a healthcare professional. And in one of my jobs, I was the lowest professional grade, but I was writing reports for the main board. And yet, no matter how hard I tried, every time I had a performance review, they told me there was no budget for me to be promoted, even though there were 2 empty positions above me. I demonstrated the money that I was saving the company, but still it made no difference. I just couldn't get past that glass ceiling. Yet the director was being paid 3 times more than me, even though he depended upon the work I did for the main board. It just wasn't fair. With network marketing, by contrast, if I were to recruit you into my team, I can only earn money from your success. And, if I put my feet up then and don't do anything in the business myself, then the company will not pay me commission on your efforts. So it's as simple as that, really. It's in my interests to help you to succeed. If you succeed, I succeed. And the more effort I put in, the more results I get out. The other beauty of this model is that it's absolutely equal opportunities. No matter what your academic qualifications are, your ethnic background, the language you speak, any abilities or disabilities, everyone starts at the same level and everyone progresses according to their own success and their own efforts, which is directly linked to the time and effort. Their income is directly linked to the time and effort they put in. Finally, what I really love is that success is not a zero-sum game. And by that, I mean that whereas when I was at Vodafone, I was told there was no budget to reward my efforts, in Juice Plus, there is a bonus pot of £119,000 sitting on the table waiting for each and every franchise partner. And if you were in a room with 2,500 other franchise partners, each of you would have that pot of £119,000 sitting in front of you. And if you get it, it does not take it away from anybody else. And if the person next to you gets it, it does not take away yours. So does that sound fair? I got a question for you. What would you have to do in your existing healthcare practice to earn that kind of bonus without burning out? And yes, I said bonus, by the way. That's on top of your monthly earnings. It's not one bonus, it's a cumulative effect. You get a certain amount as you progress. The other question is, could you leave your clinic and go and get an employed position that would offer you that kind of bonus? Now, here's the rub. While technically that is possible using this business model, it's definitely not the reality for a lot of people. Because there's a reason for that. The cost of entry is so low, that a lot of people who sign up don't take it seriously as a business and they don't work it as a business, but they were sold on the hype and all of the rah-rah that used to go around it. Fortunately, though, shortly after the pandemic, some very highly influential people in the industry just called time on these outmoded and unethical tactics. It was like the coming of age of the network marketing industry. No more misleading claims about earnings, no more false claims about what products can and can't do, and no more childish remarks like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Because the reality is network marketing might be a simple model, but it's not easy. And as a business owner yourself, you know that bringing in a regular income requires consistent effort, integrity, and most of all, it requires good systems to be in place to stop you from burning out. And that's why I created the Vital Blueprint. So working with me is not just about selling supplements. This is about offering a holistic solution to your ideal clients. It's about integrating science-backed nutritional support into your existing healthcare practice. Bringing together my 27 years of experience in natural healthcare, I've developed the Vital Method, which is a proven attraction marketing strategy that teaches you how to identify and attract the very people you want to help without depending on word of mouth or paid advertising. The method is about providing genuine solutions, positioning you as the in-demand expert in your field, and building a business based on authentic connection. The Vital Blueprint will show you how to lead by example. So what's the Vital Blueprint, you ask? Well, the V stands for vision. We have to have a vision of your ideal client. Know who you want to serve and what problem you're trying to solve. This way, you can use attraction marketing so that your clients come and find you rather than you chasing them. The I stands for the impact on you. Lead by example by joining the Barefoot Biohackers community and having the Juice Plus franchise. And then you'll do the monthly 10-day cleanse and detox with all of us. We'll all do it together, starting from the first Monday of each month. You'll journal your progress, talk about what's easy, what's difficult, share the idea, share the journey with your clients. And that's the T of Vital. You tell your transformative story. You use your experience to share stories on social media and blog posts to demonstrate that you really do walk the talk. The A stands for attract people. So you also have a business story, right? Because this has increased your finances into your business by having the franchise. So you'll share that story and that will attract partners into your team. And that will give you the L of Vital, which is leverage for leadership and growth. You will become a leader because you will teach people how to do what you have done. And that's all possible with the Vital Blueprint and the Juice Plus franchise. But what makes this opportunity truly different is having the community. Because by partnering with me in the Juice Plus franchise, you will be able to follow our duplicatable business systems and learn how to attract new clients into your existing business by offering new products and the 10-day monthly program, without it taking up any more of your time. You're just leveraging your existing knowledge and business skills. So now let's move on to the Barefoot Biohackers community. The thing is, you might be working on your own, but you don't have to do everything alone. The Barefoot Biohackers community will give you the chance to connect with like-minded natural healthcare professionals. It's a place where we'll have online meetings to discuss business development, share ideas, we'll escape the isolation of sole practice, and maybe we'll even find opportunities for referrals or collaborations as well. You will receive the same comprehensive training that I have had, ensuring that there is a completely duplicatable system in place should you decide to build a team of your own, which of course you do not have to do. So who is this for? Well, ideally, you will already be qualified and self-employed in a natural healthcare discipline like being a chiropractor, nutritional therapist, acupuncturist, reflexologist, that sort of thing. The main thing is that you're committed to providing dietary and lifestyle changes to improve health outcomes. You believe in leading by example. You're currently trading your time for money and want a better way to do things. Maybe you're relying on word of mouth or paid advertising for your business and want the idea of learning attraction marketing. And most of all, you want to leverage technology to grow your business beyond the walls of your current practice. And if you're ready to embrace a new approach to network marketing and you're open-minded and you hate the old way of doing it, then it's for you. And who is this not for? Well, it's definitely not for people who want to sell, and they don't lead by example. And it's also not for people who don't want to learn new skills like attraction marketing, because this is not a sales position. This is about growing your authenticity and your integrity and helping you to escape from the therapist's paradox. Imagine a future where you've got financial freedom, you've got the flexibility to be present for your family, you've got a resilient business that thrives regardless of external circumstances, you've got a supportive community of peers who all want to work together so that we can demonstrate that we practice what we preach. If you want to take action today, then that's great. It's not for everyone, and so I don't want to waste your time or mine by trying to persuade you otherwise. It is a great opportunity, so there's definitely no shortage of people who would want to jump on the opportunity because it is a global franchise. So it's entirely up to you, and I don't want to put any pressure on you. Incidentally, my mentor's got over 40 years experience as a nutritional therapist. So she and I tend to buddy up and we inspire people together and we make social media videos together as well. So there's a lot of professional experience within the team. The thing is, I don't want you to look back in 12 months' time and wish that you had added another income stream to your clinic when you had the chance, especially when it's just for less than the cost of a night out. So how do you get started? Well, if you are one of the go-getters who are ready to fast-track your growth and truly transform your business and help more people, then I've got a special offer for you. Each month, I have the capacity to take on a maximum of 3 new Inner Circle members. And these action takers are going to get a one-to-one session with me, and I will review your existing business structure and your business strategy, and I will personally help you to seamlessly integrate the Juice Plus franchise into your practice. I'll even find the relevant research to fit your specific client base so that you can effortlessly and confidently speak about the products in a way that's directly relevant to your own clients. And importantly, avoid the unethical practices of making false claims about the products. But my time is obviously limited because I'm still running an active practice myself. So this exclusive one-to-one mentoring is available only to the first 3 new sign-ups each month. Everyone else will get the training, but it will be in our weekly group sessions rather than me working with you one-to-one to specifically hone in on your business. So if you're ready to escape the time for money trap and gain true flexibility and build a thriving, impactful therapy business with a supportive community around you, then here's what to do. The first thing you're going to be wondering about this is the cost. So I'm sure by now you've seen the benefit and the value of the franchise, the research behind the products, the vital blueprint to grow your business organically through attraction marketing, and of course the supportive Barefoot Biohackers community. What would that be worth to you? How much do you think it all costs? Well, astonishingly, all you pay for is the cost of the Juice Plus franchise. Yes, that's less than the cost of a night out. £35, $50 in America, or €50. If you want to know more about your country, because it is available in 26 countries, then you can click on the button on here and go to the top right to click on the flag, and then you'll see the price in your own country. So if you don't see your country listed, then scroll down on that flag and then you'll see where we operate. Once you click on there, you'll be prompted for your name and address details. Go through each step answering the questions because it's slightly different in each country. But when you're prompted for a sponsor, it should have automatically filled it in. But my name is Simone Bühner and my sponsor number is on the screen for you to cut and paste. So the question is, why is it so cheap? Well, as I said, the beauty of network marketing is that I earn commission based on your success. So it is in my interest to help you grow. And as the old maxim says, if you want to grow, help others to grow. And that's what you do in your clinic, right? You help your clients to reach their full potential, and in return, your business grows. So this is the same. I teach you to build a successful Juice Plus franchise, whether you just want to be a reseller and earn commission from the products, or whether you want to build your own team and earn commission from their success. It's up to you. There's no pressure, one way or the other, whatever you want to do, because as I said, this is a global franchise and there's plenty of people who will jump at this opportunity. So are there any additional or hidden costs? Well, that bit's up to you. There is no formal obligation to buy the Juice Plus products in order for you to have the Juice Plus franchise. Okay? But you're a business professional, so you know that your clients don't do what you say, they do what you do, right? So you'll understand that the best way to inspire your clients is to lead by example. And if you can demonstrate your own good health, and then when people ask you what you do, you can truthfully say to them that you take the Juice Plus products, then that increases your credibility and it makes them do what you do. So to make this easier for you, part of the Vital Blueprint includes a monthly cleanse and detox program that's for practitioners and patients alike. Some people will lose weight from it, others will gain more energy, others more focus and attention, others get better skin. It really depends on what your body needs most. But essentially, we eat clean for 10 days and we supplement our nutrition with fruit, vegetables and berries in a capsule, and we use meal replacement shakes for 1 or 2 meals per day. If you have a health goal, my advice for you would be to use the products to help you track your own health journey on social media and then inspire people to join in who can really relate to your goals. So for example, it might be weight loss, it might be improving fitness, or like me, it might be combating middle-age spread due to perimenopause. So telling your own story and demonstrating what you do is very, very powerful. So let's talk about getting started. Once your application has been accepted, you'll receive a welcome email into the business and a link to your online store where you can start placing orders and earning 10% commission right away. Yes, even on your own orders. And then once I'm notified of your sign up, I will reach out to you personally for a welcome chat and I'll show you around the Barefoot Biohackers online community. And if you're one of the lucky 3 each month, at that time we will schedule a 90-minute business strategy consultation to discuss your existing business and to develop a marketing plan to weave the Juice Plus products into your existing packages. So if you want to go ahead with this, then get started right away. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your practice, your income, and potentially your life, as well as the life of your clients. I look forward to welcoming you to the Barefoot Biohackers community and to helping you implement the Vital Blueprint for your success. Thank you very much for your time and for watching this far. I really do look forward to hearing from you.